This is Psalm 40, verse 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. I waited patiently for Yahweh, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry. Which he's going to do the same thing. Salakia. He's going to do the same thing for us in this day, which are the house of David. All right. We're in the same patience as King David as we're waiting for the Lord to deliver us. Revelation 13 and 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So just like King David was being hunted by his own nation, his own people, and even enemies were trying to kill him, that's what the elect are in right now too. Right? 2/3 of the nation of Israel is against us, and the heathen, they're against us. They're confederate against us. So all we could do is patiently wait on the Lord, and the Lord's going to take care of it for us. Revelation 14 and 12, here's the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. See, because the prophecies are in the commandments. Yahweh Shai is our Savior, and we're saved through Yahweh Shai. And he told us that he was the word of Yahweh. He came in the volume of the book. So he's spiritually with us. We have a promise of the kingdom to come, which we have it in writing. And we meditate on it. We observe it spiritually. All right, but it's going to become physical when the Lord comes back. He's going to give us these heathen as slaves, and we're going to enforce the laws of Yahweh. All right? Now, we're waiting. Just like King David waited on the Lord to deliver him. He didn't kill Saul. All right? He waited on the Lord to deliver him from his enemies, starting with his own people and then even these heathen. The Lord gave him the ability to conquer them. All right? So we're waiting on the Lord. It says back in Psalm 40, what was it? Psalm 40 and 1. Right? I waited patiently for Yahweh, and he inclined unto me and heard my cry, which made me think of the Malachi 3. That's another thing we have in common with King David is we're crying to the Lord. It says in Malachi 3, verse 14, ye have said it is vain to serve power. And what profit is it that we have kept his ordinance and that we have walked mournfully before Yahweh, Yahweh of hosts? Of hosts means of armies. And now we call the proud happy, which the wicked are ruined. Yea, they that work wickedness are set up. Look at P. Diddy, how rich he got in this wicked-ass society under the so-called red devil, the so-called white man. Yea, they that tempt power are even delivered. But now you can see that judgment is going forth now. And that's why you got P. Diddy getting locked up. Jay-Z now got some charges. You know, it's only going to get worse for these Jake that sold out. It's only going to get worse to the point where they burn in the lake of fire. But for us, the Lord's going to raise that standard, all right, for us, because we loved him and patiently waited, but he loved us first. He showed that through the sacrifice of his son, Yahweh Shai, which is our Savior. All right? It says, then they that feared Yahweh spake often one to another, and we speak through his word doing these videos, and Yahweh hearkened and heard it, because it's his word. And it speaks of his son, Yahweh Shai. And it tells you in Revelation that there's things happening in the heavens that you don't even know about, but the scriptures tell you about it. That it's like a sweet smelling incense to him, our prayers. So he hears us through his son Yahweh Shai. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Yahweh and that thought upon his name. And the reason we're thinking about him is he's thinking about us. And they shall be mine, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, which jewels are defined, all right? They are not just raw and rough. They're defined. There's shape to it, you know? But it has to be purged of unnecessary waste, and that's what happens to his elect men. He takes away so that we could produce more. And I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then shall ye return and discern, and we have discernment through his word, by his spirit, between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth Yahweh through his son Yahushai and him that serveth him not. Which it tells you in Romans 12, verse 1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of our power, Yahweh through his son Yahushai, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice. So now you're going to live for him. Holy, a holy life. What is holy? It tells you in Romans 7 and 12. Wherefore the law, which it's not the law of the so-called white man, it's the law of the Lord that we have in the scriptures, is holy, and the commandment holy and just and good. It says, I beseech you, brethren, therefore, by the mercies of our power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy. So you're not living an ungodly life, a lawless life. You're supposed to actually grow in this grace, which is acceptable unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is your reasonable service. Now, Yahushai is the author and finisher of our faith, but we walk it out. It says we embody it, all right? Look that word up, the embodiment. It says, Hebrews 12, verse 1, wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witnesses, so all eyes are on us, especially now in the last days, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which does so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith. So we were preordained to be faithful, and Yahushua is going to ensure that we're faithful. But we are bearing the fruit of that faith, and that faith is that you're walking it out in your life. You're living it out, a holy life. Now, you're not going to be able to keep the commandments perfect, all right, because we're in flesh that is corrupted and a wicked society. But as Yahushua did, he came in sinful flesh to condemn sin. And that's what we're doing by bringing these scriptures out. It condemns sin in this world, even though we're in sinful flesh. It says, looking unto Yahushua, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, because now the kingdom is ours through him, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of Yahweh. And Yahweh is going to send his son Yahushua to deliver us and destroy all the wicked and them that do wickedly, so that the earth could actually be renewed in righteousness under the Israelites in what is the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven will be here on earth, and it's after the destruction of America, which America will be destroyed by nuclear missiles. It's prophesied in the name of Babylon the Great. All right, the America is Babylon the Great, the land of great confusion. And the Lord is going to do away with that confusion because he is not an author of confusion. All right? We have everything we need. His grace is sufficient. Shalom to the elect. Wow, ball.